going live. Okay. We've done it. We're trying it again. We're gonna see how it goes. I'm doing all things a little differently today, which means I don't have my headphones on. So I am playing off of speakers, which is we're gonna try it out, see how that works. I have them sitting there. Let me see what I need to do. I have one more thing I wanted to do. Okay. Here we go. Sure enough. Alrighty. And I have, okay, cool. I think we're set-ish. Yeah, let's see. What was I gonna say? Last time I did decide to go ahead and call this the last stream is still up, even though it was barely a stream. But you know, in my hopes to document literally everything I'm doing on this server. Well, maybe not literally. Like I played a little bit today on this account. Doing what? Doing just maybe resetting my keybinds or something. But yeah, to show the nitty gritty of what goes in on playing and on this server, I will keep that stream up, I guess, for the time being. And this stream is made to be the 9th. And so, hey, we got a stream out of it, or at least a number, a ticking of a higher number. Yeah, I also was rewatching that stream. Oh, I was going to say this boat, I spawned these items in. I don't know what the flint and steel durability was. So let me do that. And let me also do, no, not that. This, oh gosh, this is so, oh wait, we have to go like this. And I also wanted to turn that off maybe, but it's fine. I just like kind of a plain GUI. Is that fine? We can also disable that with this. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I can do to turn things on and off in this world. I was gonna say, I spawned this in because the boat completely disappeared. And I was kind of speculating. I guess I can start my journey. I am deciding. Okay, I'm very scatterbrained currently. Clearly, I was gonna say, I didn't go back and watch. I watched like a little bit of the stream from yesterday, to see what was in this chest, for example, and I think that was literally why I watched that stream, nothing else. But I was also going to say, that I could have gone back and taken that opportunity to go and watch stream 7. If this is 9, that was 8. I could have going back watching a couple months ago, stream 7, to see if I had talked about what plans that I had. Because I mean, you can see it, or you can go back and watch yesterday's stream. I had no idea what I was gonna do. I was just like, okay, I guess we'll go back down. I think this is called the Morgul stream or something, and head back to Minas Tirith, I guess. Because I was just like, I really don't remember what I was doing. From before, or like what plans I had. I know that I had I've had this kind of philosophy, which I've actually had been enjoying, despite the fact that I'm really not playing that all that often. And when I do play, I'm very pleased with it, because Waz says, I am here, so now it won't be jinxed. Okay, Waz is going to be our remedy. What was I saying? Oh, my philosophy of, that I've really been enjoying, of just doing something a little different every stream. And that was actually something I was thinking about, just today, actually, was, some, I guess, Minecraft philosophy things. And there was a video that I watched about, okay, where are we? We're in Osgiliath now. Okay, cool. And it's winter time, so that's why this looks so I guess. I was watching a video on Minecraft philosophy, and oh yeah, just Minecraft philosophy. I mean, Minecraft philosophy is a very high way of saying it, but I hope you get what I mean. Maybe in that I think that it's still a valuable thing to think about how we play the game, because to many of us this is like a big interest. I mean, for myself, I can say that this has been an interest of mine for I mean, yeah, the last 13 years maybe. So why not give it thought? And that's a video that I watched that it just got me thinking about this. Kind of said as much, that like, yeah, well, you know, for an artist, which this person was also an artist, a visual artist, they think about you know, there's a lot of art philosophy, and in its own way Minecraft is an art, so why not have some philosophy about that as well? And anyway, it's just like things that I was reflecting to my personal experience, that I, in my playing, have, like I said, trying to do something a little different every episode. I mean, and I'm not terribly good about doing a mixed episode, because I think that I am maybe a little too scatterbrained for that. Well, I mean, I'm scatterbrained enough that that a typical episode where I'm trying to just build ends up being you know, a little mix of everything. I feel like also the way that I have been streaming. Oh, here we go. The river is completely frozen over. Okay. Okay. I thought okay. Well, I can tell you, I've been, because of the thing I talked about yesterday, I think, of the immersive snow and me not being pleased with it. I did turn it off. Or not immersive snow, not the mod. I think the mod's still on the server, but I turned off snow generating in seasons. But now I'm only now realizing, I guess it still is winter, so, but that might also mean that the snow is not melting, but we'll see. Once it becomes summer, we'll have a better sense. I just wanted to come back here and revisit this place and see if there were any updates. What was I saying? I was saying, I was gonna give the thought of that, for my playstyle too, because I am, like, every stream, I am doing something. Well, I'm streaming all of my playthrough, so there's not really a boundary between what is content and what is like off camera work, because it's all on camera work. That's the nature of how I am doing this. Which I will say, I don't know, I guess that for my reason, which is also kind of interesting, because my reason is I'm a very sentimental person, I'd say. I really like, I'm a digital archivist and stuff like this, so for me to have recordings that I can go back and look at, you know, 5-10 years from now, and as those recordings that I have of not Minecraft footage, but different things that are from my past, I really enjoy being able to go back and look at. I like these granite in here. The big chests. Before we made chest cast iron, or I made chest cast iron. I think this is much as it was. And perhaps more of it is just me rediscovering what it was. I do think some of this has changed. Maybe not. Maybe it's much the same. Anyway, We can take this also as an opportunity to climb Waz's ladder here. And see what there is to see out on the River Anduin. What was I saying? Oh yeah, these. I kind of okay. I can just add to Distant Horizons is no longer on the server temporarily. There was a Distant Horizons that was literally released today, and I selfishly took the old one off the server, thinking it was causing the crashes. It actually was a chunk error. I'm pretty sure. But I said I was gonna leave it off. I also deleted the old Distant Horizons data file, and my thought was, I'll just I will come back, and when I'm offline, I'll set it to start generating the terrain. This is really nice. I kind of like this look. How can I? Oh no, that's something else. This is here. This is what I want. Kind of like this. This will like kind of going up seeing up the river. Anyway, yeah. Okay, there's the sun goes down over Mount Myth. It's something Myth Mendulon or something like that. We can. Oh, I'll take the opportunity to. Oh, not here. We'll take the opportunity to sleep in Wazat's bed. Thank you, Wazat, for your hospitality. Perhaps not invited, but I'm just gonna go ahead and assert myself in this way. You're a kindly host, right? Oh, it's also not time yet because it's this kind of thing. Okay, well then we can plan our trip. See what we want to see. Well, if the river is frozen here, do I think I want to go down? Keep going down? My thought was, oh, this Imloth or Losternak? Oh, because there's no Imloth Muli because this scale is smaller. Anyway, the Losternak is really pretty, but I might choose to. I wanna. Well, I guess the thing is that I'm trying to do is find spider eyes. Is really ultimately. Oh, I also need. Actually, wait. Would I have to? I'm just thinking now that I would need an iron pickaxe, which I only have one iron, I think. No, I need steel. I need steel to have to mine obsidian, which I think I need for the waystone, right? Yeah, okay. So maybe my hopes are going to be a little dashed. Maybe we'll spend today going back up the Anduin for no particular reason. Oh, we could go to Mirkwood. That might be fun. How about we do that? Let's sleep. And then start on our way. So we're going to leave Gondor. These cows are, well, we'll be free of them shortly. They're loud for me. They're not loud for you because I have ducking on the whatnot. But anyway, Waz says, I haven't tested the new DHA, the Distant Horizons yet. Looking forward to it. I don't know if there's any, I mean, I can't remember. I was looking at what they had on the log or the change log. Nothing particularly like new visuals stuck out to me. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Nothing new visuals stuck out to me on the changelog. Not that I recall anyway. But I think the thing that I remember was that they were saying the performance is going to be better, which is appreciated. It said before return performance to like before pre 2.30 levels, which I'm trying to remember. I think was 2.30 the release of the beta. I was also kind of talking about this yesterday. I think of how I kind of like the Distant Horizons naming or numbering, version numbering convention. Because with Minecraft, there's, you know, multiple 1.0s, or I'm sure, or like 1.7.3. Are you talking about beta 1.7.3 or release 1.7.3? Now, granted, I don't think anybody plays 1.7.3. Most people play 1.7.10. But 1.7.3 was like, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this. You'll have to fact check me on this, but if I had to do my Minecraft trivia, I'd say I think 1.7.3 release version 1.7.3 was when they added the Twitch integration. Is that right? That's something I like vaguely remember. Specific to that version, I could be completely wrong. Let me just dial back that gain a little bit. I'm trying my best with this microphone. Usually I have like the playback in my ears for me to judge how well I'm talking into the microphone. But today I do not. So, and I of course wouldn't have it playing through the speakers because that's going to give me terrible feedback. So, any more thoughts on that? Yeah, I don't know. What was I commenting on? Oh, I'm sure something. I'm sure it was very either super, you know, engaging, or it wasn't at all. And why not? Why not? You know, this is, yeah, I guess, I mean, as I was maybe saying for my Minecraft philosophy, kind of just how I am. I'm just like, this is, well, just that the stream isn't for, it's not to be famous or to really for any more reason than for me to have a video of myself playing Minecraft. And what a beautiful thing I think for that to be. Twitch integration was introduced in 1.7.4. Okay. So 1.7.3 was the last before the 1.7.4. It was continued, yeah, up until 1.9. Yeah, I remember the Twitch integration. And I think I remember, oh, I remember it not working very well, as it probably wouldn't being, you know, baked into Minecraft. I remember just having seemingly endless issues with that, but anyway, yeah. So I'm like, would they? I can't remember. I could go back and look at it. Actually, I couldn't because it's been discontinued. Like you can't, even on the old versions, you can't click the buttons because Twitch gave up on Minecraft. Not only did Minecraft give up on Twitch, Twitch gave up on Minecraft. So, not that it give up on it, it's the, you know, the integration is not there. Anyway, yeah, so what I'm remembering there then is clearly in 1.7.3 was the last update before 1.7.4. Okay, fair enough. I will say I'm not sure like how much. I'm pretty sure like most of the minor versions. Well, what's so interesting is that the minor versions, the 1.8.9 is not all that different from 1.8.8 if I'm correct. But I do remember seemingly there used to have been more stuff in minor versions, like that 1.7.4 update had the Twitch integration, which is just a different design thing, or like I guess not design. It's how you're structuring your game releases. And here's my little island. Do we want to go poke out and see if there's anything on here we want to? Maybe some wheat if there's any, but otherwise we'll keep pushing. Let's see. This is not all the way grown, so I'll just leave it. There's the campfire. Did I install a... No, I didn't. I thought I might have installed a sitting mod, but clearly not. Unless there's something else that you need to do to sit. What was I saying? Oh, the game drops. That like, so in the, I'll say there's an era of the game like maybe like 1.19 is for sure this way, 1.18 is kind of this way, 1.17 is this way, 1.16 is similar, where that most of the content is packed in the major update, and then the minor updates are really minor, minimal fixes. And I remember back in the day, to my recollection, that was different. I remember, yeah, that like in 1.7.4 that they would have. I think that there was the Twitch integration, but there was also some other kind of substantial stuff in 1.7.4. I think, and also 1.4.7. Is that what it was? There was whatever the last release of 1.4, the last minor version of 1.4 was. I remember that was my first update on Java. And I think I think that's like when they added like firework rockets maybe or something like that. But clearly my memory is not as strong as it. I don't know if it as it once was necessarily, but I guess that I might not remember the versions and the features that go along with them as well as I think I do. Yeah, was there more to say that on that? Oh, I was gonna say, but now we're in the era of 1.20 point, ones, twos, threes, fours, and now 5. And there is a new game drop that has been announced with the Happy Gas. Was that I guess that was like the big thing, right? And the question, of course, there is that going to be a 1.21.6 or a 1.21 or a 1.22 rather? I think it's going to be likely to be in there. The game drops to me sound like minor, or like that they're going to be packaged as minor updates. And then who's to say what the next major update will be? I think that this is something I've talked about before in the past. Well, this being I'm a fan of how would I call it? I really liked so about 1.20-ish. They started to actually for 1.19 too, because they started to do the experimental features in the release versions for the next major update. So 1.19.4 say had experimental features for 1.20 that were they were co-developing the 1.20 features along with the 1.19.4 features. And so in that kind of way, I was a fan too, because I think that is I think that this has been talked about before by others than myself of fireworks rockets were released in 1.4.6. See, my minor versions are off by 1. Was it one? Is there even a 1.4.7? There might not even be a 1.4.7, honestly. I think it might just end in 1.4.6, but I remember there was some update that added enchanted books and firework rockets, I think. And what else was in that update? Those are the two ones I kind of remember. But anyway, I now watch those two be in completely different updates, actually. Which would be just my luck, wouldn't it? What was I saying? 1.4, no. I was saying, oh, the modern versions. Or was I saying that? Oh, that 1.21. Oh, and that I was gonna say that or not 1.21, sorry. 1.20 had did the thing where they were adding and also doing like a lot of back end work. Which for me, as somebody who has long been a person who has been interested in like commands and that sort of stuff, and also me being kind of a data pack head coming into that, I am very hopeful for the future of the game in regards to customize, just being inability to have it be customized. I think that our data pack route is the mix between data packs and resource packs is becoming the closest thing I think we're gonna get to a Minecraft API that we were promised, way back in the day. I'm gonna say now, these are this is the distant horizons that gets the vertical detail. More of the vertical detail is retained than the horizontal detail. And so this is a kind of bizarre looking landscape because it is only client side on this point at this time. But my client has downloaded all of this pre-generation that I did for the server. Also, make sure that you're actually going up yes. So are these like little rivers? Okay, I think so. My client has downloaded all of the pre-generation for the server. I think that is going to be a pretty good landmark to where we're going, because that is Tolbrandir. Is that the name of it? Wait. Pinithgelen Rauros. What is the name of the island that is Rauros? Is that I think it's Tolbrandir, but is Tolbrandir the one that is? Yeah. Okay. Waz says, yes, there is a 1.4.7. I used to believe there was a 1.4.8, but it was the first, and it was the first version you played, but you were wrong about that. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I remember you saying you were a 1.5 guy. That's at least what I recall. Or maybe that was the first update cycle that you were. Or no, I thought, wait, a 1.5 guy or 1.6 guy? Because I remember that the first full update cycle that I was around for on Java was 1.5. And boy, what an exciting time 1.5 was. Of course, there's, rose-tinted glasses for that sort of thing. But I do remember that and it was a very different, just a different era, 10 plus years ago, maybe now, that was. If 1.5.2 was the first version, yeah. But that I remember, like, there was all this stuff about, like, Dinnerbone is, doing whatnot, or like he said this, and just the back and forth, and also like how much more quickly things are like made into such a science now than they were back in the day. Because back in the day, it really used to be that I mean, I just remember that people would have stuff and like people couldn't even explain comparators or something for 1 point, in 1.5 when those were getting teased and all these things. But now like people get features as soon as they're released down to such a science, which I actually could make a comment connecting that to my game philosophy and what was I gonna say? My game philosophy, or like my Minecraft philosophy of how I play the game. Just in that, I was gonna maybe think to add. What am I saying? That for me, something that I've always been a person to do is go in creative mode, or not always, but for a very long time, go in creative mode and see all of the new things that there are to see. Also being somebody who watches like snapshot review videos, I feel there's a good part of that I still have. And it's actually like kind of frustrating for me to watch somebody, like I was watching some video today of somebody playing the April Fools 25W14 craft mine or whatever that update was, the April Fools update of this year. And I was getting so frustrated because he didn't watch anything. He went in completely blind, and like spent like 4 minutes of the video walking around just the lobby area before he figured out he could click the craft miner, or the mine crafter is what it's called. Anyway, and so I share that just to say I have personally not a challenge necessarily, but I battle between wanting to figure out every single little thing beforehand before even playing it in creative mode, and actually just playing the game. And I guess the insight that this video provided me is that figuring things out in creative mode can be playing the game. That there often is this survival like supremacist, that might be a little harsh of a way to say it, but attitude of that playing in survival mode on normal or hard difficulty is the only way to play Minecraft, and that this video essayist or person on YouTube was saying, and I do agree, that you should ultimately make the game, you should play the game the way it makes sense for you to play it and is enjoyable for you to play it. And for some people, that is doing what I'm doing now, playing in survival mode on, I think this is normal difficulty, but that for some it might look like playing in survival on peaceful or easy, or even playing in creative mode, or for some playing on hardcore, and that whatever that is what you want to do, and that there is a certain amount of that is a good thing to do because it is what you want to do. So Waz says here, I still can't make much sense of the still can't make much sense about I still can't make much sense about of vanilla redstone stuff like comparators. Give me Mechanism or Buildcraft any day. Yeah, comparators, I will say for me, I think I'm not terribly familiar with Mechanism or Buildcraft. So, but I think that in their simplicity, that you can actually do a lot with a comparator, because a comparator, I mean, well, simplicity in comparison to maybe what a Buildcraft or mechanism thing would be, but that's it. A single comparator is relatively easy to wrap your head around. I would say that it is more so, and as a single component is simpler, but in its simplicity and versatility that it gains, actually its most value, because it is when you combine comparators and repeaters and all of the endless redstone components. Actually, not endless, and maybe that's a kind of another point to say, that there's still limited, but there's so much that you can do with it. That in that is where the value of the item is. And I can also understand your wanting to have or I guess appreciation of having something that is relatively simple that you can wrap your head around. And I know for you, your thing is pipes, right? And that pipes are in their or like in an ideal mod for you, I guess it would be, or if it would ever come to the game, which I think is quite unlikely. I think that there's like this list of things that Mojang will never add, and pipes are one of them. Is because we got hoppers, right? But what was I gonna say about that? Pipes. Oh, that there is an amount of that making quite simple and logical sense, or I guess it being logical in its simplicity, and but that also, I guess, that I can see too, how something that is effective and simple, but perhaps not as necessarily versatile, I'll say, but more with the versatility. When I think of a hopper, I think that like some of its limitations allow for creative thinking about how it is implemented into a build. Of course, this is at max efficiency, and I also am becoming an appreciator of figuring out redstone by yourself. I know that there was this dice build that I this functioning rollable dice 6-sided die that I built on Mental Block season 11, and that I was immensely proud of. That it was not the I think that there were probably some parts of that could be optimized, and that I was really, like I say, proud of myself for making that a reality, essentially. That I had an idea. There was nothing that had ever quite like that been done before. It was, for me, that was just a combining, what was it? It was like it was a build. It was a red coder, which is this thing that says how much from it turns something with a redstone a redstone. Wait, how do you say? Like a length of redstone wire or something giving off a signal. So in this case, it was there was shulker boxes that were with different values of items, and those were numbered 0 through 5 in reality, but for a 1 through 6. And then those were, a red coder would decode the strength of an analog, quote unquote, but a redstone signal that was strength 0, or it might have actually been 1 actually, but anyway, 1 through 6 or 0 through 5, whatever that was. And it then there was then this encoder is the redstone term for it or something like that, which would make the display show how many dice there were. And anyway, you could still go see that on the world download for Mental Block Season 11. And I was really, really proud of that build because I was like, I did this. There were a couple of issues with it, but I made it happen. So, yeah. It is getting dark here, and I skipped there's a great river biome and there's river biome. Interesting. Does it ever go back? No. Why is this great river? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's keep pushing. I might. Where are we now? We're in between Brownlands and. Oh no, we're in Sarn Gebir Wild or Wet Wildlands. Okay. Is there a way that I can like alt tab and have it keep rowing or something? No. Okay, no. Clearly not. Hey, do I have a bed here? Look at that. What do you know? That's awfully convenient. Okay, note to self, you can... has this been a day's journey? Oh. Okay, let me, I'm gonna take a quick break here, but I'm gonna, once I get in this bed, which might not be a great idea. Let me just like, hold up. I was thinking if I could alt tab out, then I could have it keep rowing. But, I can't do that, so I'm gonna sleep, let it become, or I could just actually, hold up. If I can't sleep right now, I will take my break now in the water, and then I will come back and I'll sleep, and then I'll start fresh in the morning. Okay. And now it's all of a sudden dark and gloomy and oh. Hey, and once again, that's another bonus. It starts, not downpouring. What's the word? It's snowing. I'm looking for a funner way to say snowing. It started snowing just before I went to bed. Although, we'll see if the snow actually clears. Excuse me. I was thinking to comment on something. Oh, that after spending most of, practically all of last month, dry fasting during daylight hours, I got to appreciate that I'm actually a very well hydrated person. Normally. And as is probably evidenced by the 3... What is this? This is a 48 and I have a Oh, it's a 40. I think this is a 24, and this is another 24-ounce bottles of water. Oh, the Titanic ice. Yes, that's true. It's. I think I'll be good in the middle of the river, and we also should not be seeing any more ice generate. But that you are correct in your warning. No more ice or snow generating, because I turned that off because I was sick of walking into chunks in the middle of the summer and there being snow. But as I already said, I don't know if that will prevent it from melting now. I hope not. I don't think that I have a particularly easy way to delete snow in like all of the chunks that have it from that have been left during winter or whatnot. Anyway, I like the, well, I can imagine this would be just a mighty treacherous thing to be doing, and I don't think it would make a whole lot of sense either, honestly, to be going up a river. But I love the atmosphere of going up the Anduin here, and having it be snowing. Our distant horizons are only behind us now. We're having to forge a new path. I had the thought of pre-generating distant horizons. It's the LODs. It's like they're not actually like region files that have been generated, but it's all in like one big distant horizons dot SQLITE file, I think is what it is. I had the thought of generating that for the entirety of this 96,000 by 96,000 world. I think that would be, well, I think not only would it just be a massive file, I think it would also be kind of redundant, because look at how much of this map is ocean, and I do not expect, well, it's not only about an expectation, it's also that I literally don't want all of this, ocean to be generated after a certain point. And also too, when you're on the ocean, I think that it like the horizon is more important when it's going up. Like I can see, where this terrain is generating here, but like this water, I don't notice the new chunks popping in. So I think that has a similar or maybe even greater effect on the ocean, because it's just like so endless. Especially if you had the like I'm like pretty sure you wouldn't see all that much. You gradually, I'm sure, would see a difference when you're like you have the distant horizons going, and then but coming up to it, that it would just I'm just so sure what you wouldn't notice how gradual it is. I'm having the thought now that in my like how bouncing around topic to topic I am, that I just I don't need to I don't mean to like speak a topic or like speak it ad nauseum, and then it just becomes move on already sort of thing. And I also wish to say my part on it. And so I'm like thinking, do I have more to add on, like to truly add on my Minecraft philosophy, or am I just, carrying on, as it were? I will say for me personally, did I say this already? Well, I think I did say this already, but I think I said this other part too of that I don't mind telling the same story twice if it's a good story. And so in that way, I am happy to please myself by blathering on on my own, speculations and my own musings and whatnot. Yeah. I mean, it's more fun for me to do that than just to be like, to sit here so gravely and if to think about oh, what a terrible thing to have done to me or something. I don't know what, or like something like that. I must speak with the most efficiency and have real true intention behind my words. And no, we're not doing something all that serious. We're doing something fun, and doing something fun is important. I hold that this is part of life is taking some enjoyment in that, in taking it, in finding something you want to do and doing it. And so for that reason, why not? Yeah. Let's see. I'm so curious about how this whole, like, how long these journeys take, or like this, is going to line up. I should keep paying attention. I guess it's going to be a little more challenging now that it's snowing, but for when it gets dark, to keep my eyes peeled where there might be another campfire and a bed on the side of the river that I've probably set up on, I set up on the way down. Although, who's to say, Maybe I didn't set that up. Maybe Kiro or somebody. Probably not somebody. It would probably be, if anybody, it would be Kiro. But I don't think Kiro has done this journey. Where did Kiro start? I think Kiro might have started around Adares. I'm pretty sure he's a Rohirrim player. And, of course, came out to back there and set that, was the one to set up that Waystone. Of course, that is somewhat, I'll say I'm pretty confident in saying that because of some admin duties that I have done, and also maybe information that I have gotten from Kiro in screenshots or something else. But anyway, Waz says, I used to try to figure out how long a boat journey would take based on distances and angles, especially with 1.7.10. Well, yes, with Meneltarma, I can imagine that being, for you, you're also a person who is has been a boater, going to Meneltarma, going to Dwaromir, which I guess is something that you found. Well, initially you found it and then you were returning to it at a point, but then too, I'm trying to think. Oh, there's a very first base in your series on the official server, that you had a base that was an island base in, let me see if I can recall, somewhere. I don't think it was like here. I think it was like down here-ish, maybe. Something like that. It was a terrible mistake. How come? Why is that? Is it just dull? I mean, I think any live stream is as dull as you make it. I think that this could be a dull live stream. I would like to think it's not, for my own sake. I'm quite pleased with myself here, rowing up the river. this is probably much the same in content as a Mental Tarma stream. Although I will say, I think that this is also just a smaller map than the LOTR Legacy map. So I can see doing that for I think there was was that a Mental Tarma or was that a Dwaromir stream that you did that was like 6 hours or something? And I usually only do these for 2, and I'll probably be done with this in no more than an hour and a half or something, or just this portion of the journey. So I miss the island base. Would have gone back to that and played it if I wasn't sure they deleted it. You know what was so funny about that is that I actually, this was some years ago, but long after you had done your series, I went on the official server to try to find that base, and I went there. There was no island in Middle Earth dimension because yes, they had reset it. But then I went and I did. You have to get this Quendite or maybe Eldmere or something. Whatever it's like kind of like Elf Lapis is how I think of it. There's the Morgul component or like variation, and then there's this elf version of it, and I used that to make an elven portal to the overworld. And in the overworld, I don't think there was anything there either, but I tried to do my due diligence to check. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there are other. I mean, there's some like classic. I guess I'll call it classic. Official server. LHR Legacy official server builds that I think of that have. I don't know, like signs from people I know or stuff like that. I can think of, but yeah, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot left from, the many years it's been of LHR Legacy. Speaking of, was it 15 years? In February or whenever the mod's birthday is. That to me is truly impressive. That I guess that the thing I'm thinking of is that actually I think the Facebook page does not exist for the mod anymore. So, which is a little, I don't know what to call it. I'll leave it. But I kind of remember it being 14. Wait, maybe 13 or 14 last year or a couple years ago. I don't remember. I think it might have been 15. Or has it actually been longer? It could have been longer. Anyway, you say again, the Mental Tarma trip was long. Oceanic. And only encountered squid and serious lag. Well, that's certainly true for the official server. Yes. Did you live stream that? I don't. No, the official server. I know it was a video series, and I also think that those videos are actually like some of the most viewed on your channel. My memory. I know that there's a video of you on the official server called something like Erebor Dale and Ravenhill or something like that, and that's a video that has a couple or more than a couple. Several thousand views, and there's a couple. I mean, of all of the interesting things and like exciting things that you've done on your channel over the years, it's sometimes I mean, this is just true for YouTube channels in general, I think. But what gets attention? Well, attention as in views, if that's our metric, is are often some of the things that we as creators might think are actually quite bland or you know, but it hits the algorithm in a certain way, or somebody posts about it, and then, oh, look at that. You know, I know it. I think your most viewed video, that which I would know is a fan of yours, is the Earth. It's a very that you played you did a showcase video on a very early version, or a very early build of not Build the Earth. It was used for Build the Earth, but that mod that was called Terra 1-to-1, I think is I think that's your most viewed video. Yeah. What other things do I know as a Wazat fan that I can tell you about? Which is, I'm sure, you know. Is that bad manners? It's my own stream, and I'm like, oh, what can we say about Wazat? Maybe I should. It also might be weird or awkward to say that to somebody, especially in this format. Perhaps, I don't know. It could be. I'm not particularly sensitive to things that might be like that, but I can also I choose to be respectful, and if that doesn't make sense, well, you don't have to talk about it. This, what is this? That seems strange to me. So I'm gonna go, oh, is this the camp that was underwater or something? Well, I look forward to being able to reminisce about my videos in the future. Yes. Well, hey, you know what? If you want to reminisce about them, go be my guest. Like I was saying, any value that the videos hold beyond the value for myself is just bonus. You know, I'm not needing to be a particularly popular person or anything. I just, yeah. If you get a kick out of them, then hey. And I too also hope that these videos will be up for people to watch, because that is something I appreciate as a digital archivist, that the videos could just be up, that I don't personally need to download them and put them on a hard drive somewhere. But oftentimes people will delete their videos, and a shame that is. I myself have been one to I'll say move videos around from channel to channel. I did that. There's the mental block video that I did of building that giant statue on season 11. That I don't think that channel exists anymore, because I don't know. I also get in weird fits sometimes about channels. They're not fits, just like I create a channel thinking, oh, this is a great idea for something to have be its own unique channel or something like that. There used to be the Ovmo archive channel where I had all my videos there unlisted. All these and they're just those videos were like mostly like 13-second shit posts that I made, or like YouTube poops and stuff like that. What's my volume on this? Is this... I'm kind of messing with it here. Hold up. It's like... This is what I said of not having headphones on, but hey, we're giving it a shot. I think we're... How are we doing? Are we like... Oh, we are here. Okay. Where... I want to maybe go to Mirkwood. So maybe... What's like... This would probably maybe make most sense to do it from the point where I have that little camp set up, because I can set my spawn, have I guess that not necessarily be a... I won't, like, if I were to die in Mirkwood, I wouldn't have really all that much stuff to set myself back up again with, but I wouldn't have all that much stuff to set myself back up again with, but, it's a safer place than just on the side of the road, and also certainly, safer than breaking a bed, or well, not necessarily safer. It's just that it is that way I can choose my respawn point. I'll say it like that, rather than being forced to the whims of the world. Oh, well, like I said earlier, I leave it up in the I leave the last stream up in the spirit of how I am doing these live streams, of showing everything that goes in, or almost everything. Which is so funny that I also say that, because admittedly, there is a lot that goes in, like this morning, of me trying to get things back in working order. But I can say that was done not on this account. That was done on my alt and the admin of the server account. So, yeah, I like having. Being able to, end a stream and then pretty much pick up exactly where, like literally having moved 5 blocks, if any at all, the next stream. I think that's kind of a, I don't know, in a way, an interesting medium. It's like my world, or the world, if one were to go back and watch those videos back to back, the game stays in time, and yet my voice, I'm sure, is different day to day, and I might choose to speak on things that are different and whatnot, so in that way. But that's the real side, Stream 8. Yeah. It is, admittedly, I think it's a very skippable stream, also because literally all of my progress got reset. And that's why I started out back in that little mine that I had made in stream 7. I'm thinking, did I do it earlier? I think I did stream 7. Over just on the border of the Morgul Vale, how are we doing? Its sun is, I think we might make it, or we might actually just, whether we make it or not, I'll continue until dark. How about that? Was there more I was gonna say? Stream 8. I don't remember. Anyway. Yeah. Where does the, okay, we're not trying to, okay, we already passed. This river has a name. This is called the Entwash. This river, I forget the name of the river. It's called something like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if most of the names have like, aims like river names, Anduin, Entwash. Well, they also have like, so I think Entwash has a the Entwash is like the common name for it, but that it has an Elvish name too. So, but I'm wondering how many rivers are there that literally don't have an Elvish name. I mean, well, I guess the quintessential one is just a very, this is a very Hobbit name for a river, but the Water, or yeah, it's the Water, and then the Bywater Pool is what it's called, or yeah, something like that, which is the water being the river that flows, and then there's the Bywater Bridge going from Bywater up into Hobbiton, and from there, what more is there? Oh, the Bywater pool. And that does it is it, I think it is still the water once it continues out of the Bywater pool, and out into, is that called Frogmorton or something like that? There's a swamp at Frogmorton, and then is that, to my recollection anyway, and then the water eventually drains into the Brandywine or the Baron Dewin. There's my bit of Middle Earth geography from memory for you for the day. Or I'm sure I'll do more too, because this is something that apparently I'm quite good at. I think I did it earlier as well. I think we'll probably make it here. It's yeah, we can see look at all of these LOD chunks we're generating for ourselves too. This is, and this up here is where we are going. Can we see it? Can we see specifically where we are going? Or no, up that, oh, maybe that's my swan. Up here is where we're going? That may make a little more sense actually. But we'll see. Yeah, that would actually, yeah, this is it. Not that. That's over too much. Now is where I start doubting. I mean, I said what I said. I'll keep going until, you know, into the night if that's what it takes. I don't know if this is quite bandit country, honestly, either. I think that it very well might be. And bandits, while orcs from Dol Guldur or the Misty Mountains might roam these lands at night, I think that and go into caves or going to not spawn, if we're being realistic about it, during the day. I think that bandits do not have the same fears, so we'll see what we experience. I'll say that much. Yep, that's the last lights of the sun coming over. I don't see. Wait, are there shadows? I don't know. Anyway, I really like it. It's really pretty. Okay, and here we come. And I guess we're experiencing a similar isn't that it there? Maybe just my perception of how far this actually is poor, because when I zoom in, it still feels quite far away, but it looks very looming. Probably because it's big. Probably because these are massive trees. Okay, now we are most certainly in the night, and oh boy, on my other screen that is pitch black. I apologize. We'll be there shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's more likely orcs than bandits at night, but I'm saying I think that during the day we might have a different experience. I know I ran into I played on there's a server called, it's not an official server and they're very explicit about that, but there's either people on the mod team or something. I don't know. Are they called bandits? There's some faction, and I'm pretty sure it is a proper faction. Unlike kind of how in LHR Legacy, well, I guess you can't choose to be a bandit, and you can choose to be factions in this. But anyway, here we go. It's been a while. Oh, and shall I finally get a screenshot of this? It's been... yeah, I haven't returned here, have I? And I didn't take a screenshot of that the first time, and I've been remorsing that for the entirety of this playthrough. I'm very pleased with this. This is a nice... I like this build. It's very, very simple, but it looks good. Not very simple, I'll say, actually. I think it is. It has some... oh, this could... Well, I was going to say, that I don't know why I made this that thin when it probably didn't need to be, but hey, it's all right. I will... The oak boat. I will leave this oak boat here. Need I... Well, need I... Not need I. In case I respawn somehow in there and then need to get back to this side of the river, but... Oh yeah, let's not forget the opportunity. Not a super... Okay, I'll take it a little closer because I'm not a huge fan of the kind of weird looking Distant Horizons generation. But, yeah, there you go. Okay, and no confirmation that I did take that screenshot. Actually, I'll take another screenshot just for, what's the word I'm looking for? No, not like that, like this. Well, there's many screenshots. I have a choice. Choices. Okay, we're heading to Mirkwood. We'll see how far I choose to go. Because I truly am not all that confident in, well, it's a pretty, okay. Dark Anduin. Oh, there's a Dark Anduin Vales. Okay, this will be interesting. Could I hit it from... No, I'll just do the dark, this dark portion, the corrupted portion. Because it looks like there's more to... There's this dark portion of the forest down here in the south end of it, and then there's well, I'll say a less corrupted. I don't know if it's more healthy necessarily than less corrupted, which I don't know. I wonder if there's a word for that. The having the things that are not necessarily they're not more in their antonym, but they are certainly less in themselves. I don't think that's the way I tried to say that was kind of confusing, but it's not that it's more healthy. It's that this is more corrupted. Sort of thing. Oh, hi. Okay. Kill the baby. Oh, shit. Well, wow. That was fast. Okay. Keep your wits about you, folks, when you're traveling in a wild land. Sure enough. I'm glad that was not that far. What can I do with bronze? Can I make a spear or something? No. Oh, I need an artisan table. What do you bet? Oh, that's all right. I'll make... I'll just make... Well, I'll bring just the blocks with me. Well, I'll bring this whole thing with me. And then we'll see where we get. That was... yeah, boy. That's a lot. And they have baby wargs now, which is interesting. I was like, oh, there's a dog around here. Okay. Well, let's see also how this goes for me. This is kind of a ballsy way to do it, of just running it. Oh, maybe I should grab some food for myself. There's some carrots that I have here. Yeah. Anything else that would make sense? I mean, probably, but we could just go for it. I don't think this will be all that much of an issue. Hopefully. Hopefully. And this time I'll have blocks handy that I can pillar up on if need be. Boy, yeah, that's about them. Yeah. Uh-oh, there's one. They are fast, too. Oh my goodness. Like, am I even outrunning this one? I feel like it's actually advantageous to me to try to bob and weave here a little bit. Enough to get back to my stuff. Yeah, but I need to hit these jumps, boy. I think that the mobs get tripped up on blocks that are going up. Is there still one after me? No. Okay, now is there a baby around? There he is. Look at how fast that baby is. Still? No. Yeah. See, they get trapped on the blocks. Where are you? I want to just pillar up and like that. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, just fight it. Oh. Did I get it? Did I kill it? No. I think I just died. Okay. Yeah, this is treacherous. Okay. Hold up. Now I have to actually make my own boat. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Am I slowly dealing damage to that one warg? Oh, there's not enough oak here, around here. Okay, I'll make a... Oh, can I even make one out of this, actually? Are there Maloran boats in the game? Well, it's always a shame to die, but it's not that big a deal. Not that terrible a thing to have happened. And... Now... A smart me would think to... bring back this boat, and I think I will actually do that. I'm feeling the need to step away for a second again here, so I think we're out of despawning distance, so okay. Okay, I will step inside, a short break, and I will return. Okay, the return. Let's give this another shot. Do we have any? There's no chests in here. That's interesting. Interesting choice. Okay. I can just go back. It's no big deal. Well, or is it? I think I had no issue running. My issue is finding the wargs. So clearly, let's pillar up sooner rather than later. How about that? And really keep about ourselves this time. How about that? You know, thinking about like I try not to be a person who gets like too mad about losing. I mean, losing in general, but like losing my stuff in a game like this, or a game like this being Minecraft and only Minecraft, because that's like a game like this is this game is the only game like this I play. I'll say it like that. Yeah, I try not to get like too. And he's in a bunch about this sort of thing. But I can get invested. Okay. See, this guy. This is where it gets frustrating. I need to get up, like, do stuff with like blocks where, yeah, like look at that. Now he's in the water. How do you like that, bitch? Sorry. Okay. Where's the warg? Okay. It's the latest death. Okay, here we go. If I can have a weapon, that at least helps me somewhat. Okay. Here. Now where are you? Jeez. Big vertical reach, you'll need more than 3. Really? Oh, because they have their jump attack. I think you're right. Okay, let me just... Oh, look. Well, see, they're until they get stuck on a block. They also will hit you from beyond the grave, which is another thing to worry about. Okay, fair enough. Let me pick up the rest of my things. Do I have a helmet? Somewhere around here. I'll do my cheaty. My cheaty. It's not cheating necessarily. It's just not immersive. How about I call it like that? Was that it? Oh, there's stuff down here. Okay. There we go. That is just another warg that I killed. Okay. Cool. Off it goes. How did I have this inventory arranged? Certain way that I don't quite remember, but we can call this essentially how I want it for now. Okay. Right, something like that. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Continuing. You know, it's funny to have an experience like that and say, okay, let's keep going. Because do you think one might think after a situation like that we would be in for more of the same, but I take that did I die 2 times or 3 times there? Wait, I died once going over, and then I died twice. I think. And did I die a 3rd time? I think I might have. Anyway, look at all these cows. My thought is to kill them, but I don't know what I would kill them necessarily for. I guess we've learned that truly we're not looking out for bandits or orcs. We're looking out for wargs. There are many forms that evil take in this world, I guess. Let me get in here and break out this bed to sleep, set a spawn point, and to look at what they got going on. I'll just take that much. I'll leave some of these items that I'm not particularly feeling in need of. Do these don't hold anything? That holds something, but I have said not to do that because it crashes the server. Or actually does it anyway. I forget. I think I might have fixed that, but we'll see. Okay. Somebody braver than I can find out. Hey, a looter. Barrel. The bronze ingot. I'll take. Dry growth is interesting. It's an interesting name for a block. Or a type of foliage, I guess. Dry growth. Also, what these structures are is... I think that they're kind of... They have pretty generic names, and that... But I'm not sure if they, like... Is this exactly the same structure here in the Anduin Vales that you would find in like Eriador, right? I think that it might, because, well, actually, hold up. Did when it was a United Kingdom of what was the United Kingdom? Arnor and Gondor was like, and it went through Rohan. Rohan used to be Gondor, right? But I don't know how far up the Anduin it went. The kingdom of Gondor went. And I'm pretty sure that Arnor was only past the mountains. Okay, I'm being wary of everything that moves here, or isn't moving, like that deer. Some of these kind of mobs are a little funny to me. I think that I am appreciative of the what are they? The mod developers for giving some form of mobs, because I do agree that, like, I know this was something that Mevins was doing for Elytra Legacy, was no more pigs. Pigs are domesticated animals that they... Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can fight just one. Okay, I can just fight one. It's a treacherous thing to do, because boy, these are some nasty mobs, nasty beasts. Yeah, that Mevins had this thing of, oh well, we'll make boars and aurochs, and I think that's about as far as he got. Mevins made right? Because Mevins made... Oh, here's our new biome, I think. So this is Dark Anduin Vales. Okay. What's so dark about it? I think that in a more typical season, not winter, we would see this is a color that is evoking dark, likely. Now, is this somewhere I would want to also set my spawn? Perhaps not, but for sake of proximity, I will. Yeah. Okay. How are we doing? We can head a little more this way. A little more north. Now are these, I think these are just willow. Oh, they might actually be Murk Oak trees. Hold up. Are they? Already? No, I think they're willow, but let's see. I think it's willow plus the biome or whatever type of. Are these willow trees? Or whatever. Oh, they are Mirkwood. Oh, okay. Mirkwood wood. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna deforest one portion of this tree. 4 sapling. Salmon Hills. Indeed. Yeah. How much of that is the shader though? A little bit of the shader. Also, you can see here the shader is does not retain. We don't get the sky immersion. This was also an issue with Legacy of you'd go to Mordor and it would be blue skies in Mordor. One day, I was thinking of what it would be really cool to have a shader. Well, of course a shader that can match sky color, which I think would honestly might be more more up to doing because, or that a shader dev might be more up to doing that because vanilla has support for shader or not shaders, has support for what am I saying, custom sky colors via data packs. But I thought what it would be to have a shader that could somehow work with the a mod like Serene Seasons, a Seasons mod, and also Better Days mod. And what would be awesome is if you could have a combo of the three of them, where so that it would be that Serene Seasons would communicate to Better Days. Is that the name of the mod we have here? I think it is. And that during winter time, the day nights, or like the day night cycle would shift, so that in winter time the days would be, some percentage that you would set of maybe like, days go down to like 40% of the time is day and 60% is night, or even more. You could do 30 or 25 was my thought. I don't think it would be very doable to have it like to combine it with Middle Earth, to have it be like, I don't think that it's possible to make it like, have it be like super long nights in the northern biomes and not at all, or like minimal in the equatorial biomes, because I think that's a little more than the vanilla day night cycle can be modified for. I think it could potentially happen, but boy, I think it would be challenging. Anyway, but then have so have it be, have the winter seasons have longer nights and the summer seasons have longer days, and just for the whole world was my thought. But then if it could communicate the season information with the oatgrass. Wait, what is it called? False oatgrass. Oh, interesting. If it could communicate that to a shader, and then and then the shader could also adapt the sun angle, I thought that would be really cool. But these are very aspirational things, admittedly, and I do not know much about programming, let alone writing code for shaders. So what is that? What do they call that? is it called like graphics code? This is something that I like. I like this scene. That just struck me walking through here. Boy, I'm a fan of this shader. As we're speaking of shaders, why not say? Okay, now we were in Dark Mirkwood Edge. Now we are in Dark Mirkwood. I will say it is very green for being, you know, this, or well, the leaves are green. The ground is dingy, but I'm also okay. I'm getting okay. Fair enough. No, you're right. It is dark in here. I spoke too soon. Are there more types of trees than just the are they called Mirkwood trees? Yeah. No Mirkoak thing. These mod devs are differentiating themselves. They're being unique. No Mirkoak around here. That's a Mevins thing. I will say I haven't been involved enough in the community of this mod to know if there is as much okay, here we go. Oh, there's spiders too that I hear. Okay, just kill these as quickly as you can. And then shit. Okay. I got you. Let's get somewhere where we're yeah. Okay. Whenever I encounter mobs in this hostile mobs in this pack, I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. Okay. Take a second, take a breather. Okay, which way are we going? We're going this way. Continuing. Can do a little zoom out on the mini map. Do I have bones? Could I know like we go up and tame one of these wolves or give it a shot with the 2 bones we have. Let's do it. Why not? That way we might have a friend to help try to protect us. Say, come on you. Oh, they don't take dirty bombs. Fair enough. Why would you want to, honestly? You're a dog. You're not whatever you might be. I don't have straw for a bed, and I am admittedly somewhat concerned to sleep here at night. I do have wool. Okay. I do have wool. Thank goodness I do. Because, boy, I don't want a part of Mirkwood at night. Okay, let me make a little flat for myself. Is there anything that is, Oh, we're in Dol Guldur proper now. Oh, shit. Okay. Don't run. I run my lesson. Just kill them. It's so much better when you when you kill them. Let me go back into Mirkwood. I think that's what this is. I'll make a little flat for myself. Okay. It's a super simple thing. Should it have railings? Probably. Will it tonight? No. That's all right. Okay. Phew. Okay. That works for me. And let's do it will be one of these, so that works. And fill it with what? Just these things that I'm not attached to. How about? And then let's see what we want to take. I have it like this is how I like to have it. Okay. Oh, you know what's so funny is that I made that shield and then I chose this weapon, which I'm glad and I like. I like the glaive. But the shield doesn't come all that much in handy because this is a longsword. It's a two-handed weapon. Or well, that's what it's supposed to simulate. You can't use your offhand when it's equipped. Okay. Let's see. I'll take the saplings because I said I want those. The dark oak because I think I also want those. Fur. I'll keep the ladders. Keep the bronze. The rest of this not attached to. Oh, and all of a sudden, it's snowing. Oh, I like this vibe. This is very Mirkwood vibes, I will say. I will give it that. This is Mirkwood vibes. Okay, for sure. Yeah, this is something else. Oh, yeah. Okay. I appreciate. I'm a fan. Okay. Going into Dol Guldur just to look around a tad. See what there is to see, if anything. Not all that impressed so far, but let's give it a little more time. Maybe we'll get it going a little more and look on the map. I think it is maybe hillier. Is this okay? Not here. This map. Dol Guldur Hill. Okay, so there is a hill. Yeah, we can go to the hill. See what there is to see. Also, I will say, speaking to the differences between this mod and Legacy, and Renewed, I guess, because some of this stuff was in Renewed. Actually, well, not the thing I'm just going to comment on, but this mod does mountains and hills differently than Legacy did. Hey. Oh, I'm like, do they have varied health or am I like that, like, strong? Because I thought I just saw that Warg had like literally half a heart after I first hit it. With a fully charged one of these. I'm also clearly do not have my wits about me because I let that happen. He attacked me first. Okay, this is Dol Guldur Hill. I'm not seeing a lot, and let's look on the map for anything. I don't see a lot on the map. Here's what I'll do on the map, which is admittedly a little cheaty again, but hey, it's my thing. I'm the player. I get to decide. I'm gonna go for these spiders because we need spider eyes. And hey, it's a little action. Why not? Which I might end up regretting this, and this is a terrible decision. But we get to see spiders, and it's more. This is more. I mean, both would be using the map, but this is like a little bit more. Feels a little less cheating than if I were to. Okay, actually, maybe they're not on the surface, which is fair enough. Okay, well, my thought was like I was gonna say it's less cheating than if I were to just go in a cave, right? Or like use the mini map to find them in a cave and then dig down. Well, clearly that is the case because I walked in the direction and I did not see any. So, how much? We can just prod around here a little bit more. Sorry, I don't want to see that. I want to see, and then make our way back. Let's go like this way. Looking for spiders. I don't like the Mirkwood spider. I think gave me nausea, which I'm gonna say I like cave spiders more based on that. It also poisoned me, so in that way, not a fan. This almost looks like the snow looks like ash just in the way that it's hitting here, which is kind of interesting. I wonder what Mordor is like in winter time. I wonder what Mordor's precip is set to. or if they've thought that far. Some of the Minecraft data things in this mod are have not been like fully fleshed out. I can think of like the something that I think has since been patched, but the slabs that double slabs, you would drop only one slab and not two, sorts of thing. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot more. There are supposedly spider nests or something like that. But I'm not sure if those are here in Mirkwood or if they're in Dol Guldur, or I think we're, oh wait, are we in Dol Guldur or Mirkwood now? We're in Dol Guldur still. Okay, never mind. Hello. So I'll try here. Look. There. Text me after the grave, but you know, I can get two. I think this does a surprising amount of damage. Okay. When I crit it like that. Okay, yeah, now we're back in Mirkwood. I also like, just like, look at, okay, I kind of like this shot more. Like, yeah, like that. Beauty. Just love that. Okay. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Is this a different biome? No, it just is. Oh, it is a different biome. It's called webbed. Oh, well, then there might be. Oh. Is this not? Oh, it's not a sword. So it doesn't break. Spider webs. Okay. Oh, now I'm curious to. Okay, this might be bad, actually. But look at. Okay, I like this biome. Oh, okay, here we go. This is a thing. Okay, careful. Going for spider eyes, but not to die. Now, I'm kind of worried that these are chain reaction, but let's give it a shot. Oh. Do you step on them? Oh, that gives multiple. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not breaking them, stepping on them. Okay. Any... No spider eyes. What the heck, guys? Do they not do spider eyes? Also, was that a chain reaction? I don't know. No, they do. Here we go. Okay. Holy cow. Oh, and there's another one. Okay, careful. Okay. Yep. I'm always more focused on killing than okay, careful. Okay, because I'm poisoned. Oh, shit. Okay. I know that they can climb, but still, I can hit them down from here. Okay. That's scary. Okay, I get it. Hello, by the way. Whew. Oh my goodness. That is... Wow. Hello, again. I mean, not a bad way to farm. Any more? Any more want to come? Get a piece, as it were. Uh-oh. That's a lot more. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, they're coming from all over. I'm dead. Damn. Okay. Okay. I got cocky. Okay. Holy cow. Okay. I think that was like totally chain reaction that they walked over their own nests. Okay, now comes the part where I might want to be a little more smart about this, but I'm just gonna hit it full force, see how it goes. This has been a very deadly stream today, huh? But that's all right. I might want to get a sword, but maybe not in Dol Guldur. I'll try to get into Mirkwood before I do that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. It's scary. I get it. We're nearing 2 hours here into the stream. I'm thinking to myself, realistically, I don't know. My thought is either we could go, we'll just try to see how much we can do. Clearly it's going to be dependent on how much I keep dying. So hold up. Oh shit. Oh, there's another one. Great. I need to be going up, not down. I think that they have trouble. Okay, there's another one there. Watch out. I think that they have trouble walking up blocks and not so much going down them. Okay. Boy. Is there any food on the ground here, by the way? Anything I can eat? Because I'm not feeling terribly confident at this point, but let's see. Okay. That's where I was. That is a lot of spiders, indeed. I think I was speculating on a chain reaction that happened where they walk over their own eggs and spiders beget spiders in that kind of way. Okay, shit. Let's run. I think I can... Well, now, great. I'm stuck between Dol Guldur and... Shit, they're still coming. Yeah, let me go this way because I think they were less. Oh, shit. Just trying to make a wood sword here, bro. Okay, is this is not a webby biome, I think. Are they still behind me? I think it might be tracking, so I'll get a good ways away. Okay, holy crap. Okay, let me make an axe, sure, and then I'll use the axe. Which I don't think is all that much faster than a sword, but to make sword. Okay. And this way I can have something to mine the stuff with. Okay. Can I make... I can't make mushroom stew with this sort of stuff, right? No, I doubt it. Okay, so let's just take it easy. Take it slow. Let me grab... Okay, keep the planks in the hotbar. Okay, this is where I get, you know. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. Okay, so clearly that did not work. Clearly. Boy. Yeah. Wits about you, man. Okay. No, I get it. I get it. Okay. Listen. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if it's not one thing, then it's the next. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hold up. Let's do, sure, I like the idea of the axe, and I like the idea of the sword. Okay. And maybe it would be good, do I have any? I have this that I could eat, potentially. It would be good to cook it, so maybe I can invest a little more time into my rescue mission than just running rambunctiously into the fray of things. Like putting a little mine right here in the base of my tree, just for a touch of stone. Although, is this normal stone? It's the stone. Can I make? Please tell me I can make. Oh, I have the stone below this stone. Okay, then we're good. I want this stone. Okay, cool. Hey, and it's clear skies now. This is not Mirkwood vibes. Okay. Throw the old stuff in here. We're making a furnace. This is like not a great vibe to be cooking in a tree house, but it's whatever. The Minecraft, bro. You don't need to worry about it. Okay. Yeah, keep that there. And then what else is there to see? I like the idea of the wood for me. And oh, actually, well, the wood is just building blocks, and I can use these as building blocks just as easily. Or the dirt. You can take both. I'll carry that with me, and also the sticks. Two, why not? Okay, let's give this another shot. Oh, hello. Would you come here if you would like to? I know you have a nice long sword. I also see that you're stuck. Perhaps. Oh, an Uruk soldier. Wow, you're a big guy. Who I am totally cheesing right now. Was the other guy somebody fancy like you, or was he just a soldier? I guess I can't see because I don't have chat. Okay. Hello. Goodbye. I'm gonna go back here now. Let me put this in my offhand. And it's clearer now, so maybe that vision will help me. It's a very clear day on this what would I call this? This, you know, corrupted place. How about that? Oh my, oh my, oh. Me, oh my, oh. Okay. Heading back. And I've clearly got my fill of spiders. Or maybe not, actually. We'll see how many, let me put this here. We'll see how many, spider eyes I have that I've been saving up to make ender pearls. For waystones. This is the long process. Oh shit, there's a lot of these guys. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hopefully they get caught in the trees. You know, this is why I'm appreciative of the mobs sometimes challenged pathfinding. They're so brutal. Okay. Quickly get some. Oh, this is flax. It's not even gonna help me. Okay, and then but look out where you're going. There's guys over there. There aren't guys over here. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Okay. Breather. But again, never let your guard down in this forest. There's too much of that has gone wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the latest death because I'm focused. If I can get the old death, that's what I want. So, well, this is what is treacherous. Okay, and I can't see is the thing. So it might be advantageous, but it also might be the death of me to build up. But I'm gonna try it just to see if I can get some amount of a vantage point here. Oh boy. Uh-oh, can I just like place it like that? And then, oh geez, careful. Are there people there anymore? No? There are still spider eggs. So maybe my theory is disproven, but I'm not going to be not going to give too much thought to it at the moment. That, all right, okay. Put that on, get my sword. Get my shield, actually, if I have it, and I'll try to use this axe. Okay, let me look. There's a shield, and there's torches this way. Last shield. There's a shield. Good torches. Okay. I have 4 spider eyes. That's all I need for 1. Boy, these are. This is definitely a game. Okay, I'm not gonna fuck around with this anymore. I'm just gonna go, and I will. Oh god. Okay, now I'm getting befuddled, so it's not a good place to be. Okay, here, let's kill 1 more of you, as best I can. Okay, and there's more, so don't get too. Once again, don't get cocky with it. Any items here? A wooden sword? Leave it. It's fine. Go run into the forest. Okay, what's my path? My path back here. Just west. Westwards. Westwards we will go then. How am I doing on time? We're 2:09 into the stream. Yeah, so this feels decent to me. My thought for next time, which I guess seemingly we'll see how this goes, whether, you know, next time ends up being tomorrow or you know, a couple months from now, we'll see. But my thought is I'd like to well, do the finishing touches on this waystone, right? Of making it, and thinking putting, well, I'll put one here in Lorien because I, after all, am a elf of the Galadrim. So for that reason, and was I gonna say more? Oh, I'm thinking I will actually go back up the river to that spot that I initially started out at, and move a lot of that stuff as best I can to that outpost that I have, or maybe not next exactly there, but maybe somewhere that makes a little is a little closer to the Anduin, or yeah, just I don't know. So my thought that I had was that like we can actually make it a really decent ways in a day, however long a day is on this server, which is that's kind of escaping me. I think it might be 30 minutes. This is going to be so treacherous to go around, so I'll just, or to go through rather, so I'm not going to use a boat. Or not treacherous, it's just, I would just get my inventory so full of lily pads and whatnot. What was my finishing thought there? That for me to go up the is that the Celebrant? Just that little bit that is like I built that my outpost, you know, I think I was saying when I built it that it would be like, oh, it's gonna be a day's travel to each of these locations, but well, it turns out that actually you can get a whole lot further. There's another one. Is he coming for me? He is. Okay. So I think that they are health varied, honestly. Because that does not seem like I feel like I'm like two-shotting some of them, but the others I am, you know, having much more difficulty with. Which did that difficulty? Was that 3 or was that 4? But I mean, to have one go from full health to half a heart, seemingly, if I saw that right earlier this stream, that seems pretty significant. So, okay. I need to take another break here, so I might just dig in my hole, do my best. Okay, be back right quick. Okay. Back. Okay. It is gonna be pitch black now, admittedly, and not and maybe, but so. Oh, what? Oh, it's just sunset. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like dark. How far do we have to go? We have a good ways to go. Did I have if I can get back on the path I was on, the trunk trail, which is basically where I am. Okay. Okay, in that case then I'm good. Then I can there were some camps that I ran into that I could probably sleep at. That's the night. And you know, maybe in the dark it'll be easier to spot those. Although it will be easier to spot them most certainly if I'm on a some on a ridge. So let's try to get back there. Back on a ridge. Is this the wait? Oh, this is where I first died. Look at me getting sentimental for where I was literally less than an hour ago, probably. Or maybe just about an hour ago at this point. No, I think just about an hour ago, maybe. That's an excursion and a half, you know. Okay. Yeah, so I'll do this. There he goes. There's the camp. I'll get back. Once we're back at the outpost, I will probably wrap this stream up. Maybe do you know the 15 minutes of where do I want to sort this in my inventory out with myself, and then we'll and then we will end stream. There's the wrapping of the stream up, which goes for 15 minutes, like I say, and there's the actual ending it. And yeah, see how that experience goes for me ourselves. Did I? Oh, is there another chest around here? No, no. We can just keep going then. Look at that. That worked out. Rises in the east. So we're heading west. Although I'm not, like, I'm all of a sudden not confident in my ability. I'm like, this looks so different than where I was. No, there's the mountains over there, so we're in the right direction. Yeah, I'll do all that, and then I will end stream. I will then endeavor to come on here and I'll put on the new Distant Horizons update that was released today, and then start pre-generating some chunks. Sorting the stuff when I could do that off camera. Well, that's the thing, as has been noted. I'm not doing any of this off camera as most as I can. And so it ends up being a set myself up for the next stream sort of thing, you know. Yeah. I also have the I don't know if it's a gift necessarily, but the ability to find things to jabber on about, so. Who did you kill here? Raw venison. Oh, a deer. Okay. Am I getting the leather? I want the leather. That sounds nice. Let's see. Let's see. Honestly, the coins, I'm like not super wed to having. That's just a sapling. I have stuff like that. I think anyway. The spider army. Okay, Crab. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for having hearing what I have to say. Thanks for making the mod. What else? What else would you like to be thanked for? Okay, let's see you around. Yeah. Oh boy. There's some, yep, and they also see you from a ways away too, huh? Yeah, and they are, okay. But I don't need to engage them is the beautiful thing. They can just, you know. Okay, here, I think we're getting close-ish, maybe. I feel like I remember these woods, but maybe not. Or maybe those woods, because those are the ones that are actually, like, loaded in the LOD. Or wait, this stuff is also loaded in the LOD, but this stuff is at a higher level of detail is why I think it looks. No, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, we're almost home, hopefully. Hopefully, yes, we are. Certainly, because I can't have been walking this far, sort of thing. And here's the camp. I think this was pretty close after we landed. Let's come by, set the spawn, continue through. Yeah, boy. The spider army. Like I said earlier, I'm glad I can, you know. I'm glad I don't get too bogged down in all the death, because it is I think I would be upset if I had to remake this stuff, because this stuff is kind of a pain to make, and I think that I very intentionally did go ahead and make something that it was going to be nice for myself, because it was important to me to have something that was going to protect me pretty well. So, okay. I know that checking the map makes this process take longer, but, and it also lowers your guard. So clearly do not, don't do it if you can avoid it. Okay. Yeah, and this will also going back to our base will give us the opportunity to repair our stuff, because it's actually it has a, I mean, it looks like it's, you know, taking a fair bit of damage, so use that as an opportunity. Okay, here we go. There's Lorien. I see it. Is this Lorien from, where's the river? Oh, it's goes up, the river goes up there, and there's this structure. Awesome. Okay. Sweet, we made it. Well, don't it's never too late to die, you know? And at this point, I won't be respawning in that tower and then making my way back. I'll be spawning in the field and making my way back. I did decide to set my respawn point, which, you know, like, so you can see here how you have options that it would have been, I think it would have been more challenging, because to just have to walk all the way back from Mirkwood. I think that there's value in setting up outposts that have stuff in them, and certainly don't need to be super it's good to be close to it's good to have a spawn point here wherever you are, as close as you can muster, I'd say. Okay, so here's this. Okay, let's go down and then down, and let's make a chest. Let's make a chest, sure, out of Mirkwood. Okay, and just throw all this in there. And, oh, also, this stuff. Well, let's just reevaluate, I guess, more than anything. That we have these. Put one boat in here. This stuff I'm all pretty, confident that I want to take with me back to that main base. But from here, things that are overlapping, or maybe we could top ourselves off in some departments. I think actually some of that we can just go ahead and do with let's see, one more of these, I think. Some, like the oak, I can just fill the oak logs from what we have in the oak boat with chest. This is something of mine. This is something, bronze ingot goes in there, actually, in there being, in where? No. Sapling, string, leather, sweet berries, I'm not particularly attached to, and we'll be back here. It's no big, great journey to come back here, so it's not really an issue. Yes, the spider eyes, of course. And the ladders, sure, why not? How are we doing on time? We're at 2. Okay, I think that this is gonna be a quick enough journey, so we will actually finish it out fully at our I'm just feeling inspired, so I'm gonna say we're gonna do this at our residence. Any feature which you would like to have on the map? What do you mean by feature? Are you talking about a biome, or like something like Orthanc, how you have the big obelisk and the ring around the Ring of Isengard? For a feature, or could it be even be like smaller, like something that's like a structure, or like how you have the, what would you call them, the ruins, stuff like that. Let me think. Oh well, so for I guess the thing that comes to mind is I would absolutely love to see, and I think this would be relatively doable, is using so I'm somebody who knows data data packs, and that data packs have a lot of functionality for using, they're called jigsaw blocks, and so having some kind of jigsaw block structure, which I'm sure, I think that whole process is somewhat involved, but I also think that it is something that is kind of a layperson being not needing to code, that I'm a person who I'm not well, I can figure out what I need to do in code, but I am in no means proficient. Oh, the map item. Oh, okay. Let me think about what you asked then. Okay, the map item. Any feature you would like to have on the map item? Let me think. I'll look at it once I'm thinking, I mean, potentially a hotkey, but I think you might actually have one of those already. I think I was looking at, I will say I am a fan of the idea of having a physical map. This is a rework that I was as a young person, being a fan of the Lord of the Rings mod, the Legacy Edition. I had a lot of ideas that I was very robustly thought about, and I'll try to make my explanation of it quick because I actually am home now. But that I had the thought of this would be also a little involved, but having regional maps, and have just a map of the Shire, and I'm sure that you could think about in terms of a game design sort of thing, how that would work. That was an idea that I had that was really enticing to me when I had it, and yeah, that for me, that starting off, that you could do something to get to a map like this, but that really, hobbits, like they say in the book, that they don't know much beyond the borders of the Shire. So that is a bigger thing than I think that you're asking. I will say, I like the option for full screen. I think you have a TP function on here now. Oh, maybe, and I'm sure this is coming potentially with waypoints, but where the locations of where spawn, the initial spawns. So I know I spawned here in somewhere. I don't know. I think there's just one Lorien spawn, but there's in Gondor there's a lot of spawn. There's Minas Tirith and Osgiliath and whatnot. Have some just even if it's not a waypoint yet, just have a little dot on the map for where those are. Something similar to this that is somewhat yeah, that's all I can think of at the moment. Anything else that strikes me about this map that I'd like to see? I don't know if this works for how you do your biomes, but maybe some kind of ability. Oh, well, I guess this also might just be a resource pack thing, but what is the sepia, or that there is a sepia filter, but I wouldn't have it as a button like the Lord of the Rings mod had it, but have it something that you can do to make the map not colorful or something like that, I mean, I am whatted. I am honored, I guess, that I would be thought of somebody as, I guess, well, I mean, I'm maybe not special. I think you're pretty open-minded mod developers, so maybe I am, as a player, welcome to contribute my ideas. But yeah. I think I'll leave it there pretty much. Oh, it's been so long since I've been here, and there's stuff. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Okay. Yeah, I will we'll come back next time. We'll see what there is to see. And do what there is to do. And there's crops and there's many such things. So yeah, thank you all for coming out. This has been a very active stream in the chat, and I have felt glad to be back after yesterday's fiasco with all of that went on. So yeah. Take care. We'll see you around. Okay.